Hey, it's Thabreakmasta here, and it's going to be my Naruto SD Rock Lee Springtime of Youth, episode 26 review. 26 episodes in this show, and it's going to be even more afterwards. So, this is good, though. This right here is part 1, part 2. Part 1 of this episode, is good. It was good. Pretty funny. It is pretty funny. I enjoyed it, This one's premise around dodgeball, you gotta get dodgeball and stuff like that. And so, Guy is gonna teach Lee the ways of dodgeball and telling him to visualize, gotta visualize how you dodge the ball and stuff like that. And so, as we kept telling him do this whole entire part right here, just kept saying visualize, man, visualize, and he doesn't even understand what to do. He doesn't know what to do. And so, the tournament happens. He gets to face against all the ninjas there. It's supposed to be Ibutsu's team with Konohamaru and the other two and stuff. And we got Tsunade and we got Shizune as the announcers. Tsunade is like betting, actually. He bet on Ibutsu's team, and I'm like, don't do that. That's not the main character. He's not gonna win. He's not gonna win. You gotta go with Rock Lee. Go with Rock Lee. But she don't do that. She goes and bets on Ibutsu. Then she goes and bets on Kurenai's team. Then she said, forget this. She said, forget this. I'm betting on some horses. I'm like, with that? Come on, girl. But yeah, so Ibutsu team versus Guy's team, and as you know, though Rock Lee did a horrible job. He was like dead weight to the team. He just kept doing dumb stuff that he just couldn't help. So he ends up getting eliminated. Then Negi goes all 64 pounds and stuff, like knocking all the balls away and everything. Knocks them all out. They end up winning because of him. And they do it again. The rotation, and knocks everyone out again. And so he's just doing it all. He's doing it all. He's being beast. He's like the ultimate dodgeball player. And so as the thing's going down, he realizes like, I'm dead weight to the team right now. I need to figure out what to do. And then he looks at Guy, and Guy's like, visualize. I'm like, dude, I tell him to visualize. And he's like, you gotta be persistent. And so then he realizes, oh, so I need to be a persistent. Well, I gotta get away from my boss then, a persistent boss. And so he's like figuring out a way. He does a little skit to where he's like a salary man, and he has to trying to get away from his boss basically. And he's like, thank you very much. And he bows down and stuff, and that's how he keeps dodging the balls this time. And then the thing is, Tenten and Negi got eliminated this time around because they're actually being smart. Freaking Naruto's team, because it was Naruto versus Lee and stuff, and so it's just Naruto's smart. He had like the Rasengan out there, and then like the Rasengan was within, the ball's within one of the Rasengans out of his clones, and so he couldn't figure out which one it was and stuff. And so how Neji got eliminated because he's like, I can see through that. I'm gonna look through it. And he's like, where's the ball? And then freaking Sai came by and said, God, and won. I was like, oh, that was pretty smart. That was actually pretty smart, very tactical within this episode. I'm like, okay, but all in all, they end up losing because Rock Lee figures out how to dodge the ball and everything. He once he catches the ball, Guy comes in. He's like, "Thank you very much," and they do a tornado thing, and it just destroys everything. And so at the end of the day, Rock Lee's team actually wins. So good job. So let's get into part 2. Okay, part 2 of this episode, and part 2 was really funny, way funnier than the first part. But all in all, this episode was good. So it was another good, solid episode of Naruto SD Rock Lee Springtime of Youth. So yeah, basically this one right here, this one deals with Orochimaru and Kabuto. And apparently Kabuto is like, all those multiple failures you keep having with them, with Rock Lee and his pals. I'm better than you. I'm actually better than you. And freaking Orochimaru's like, tell me you did not just say that. Tell me you did not just say that. And stuff, and so they start arguing, getting all mad and stuff like that. And so he's like, I'll show you that I'm better than you. So just watch out, Orochimaru. Watch out. And so he has this plan basically to join their group, and then when they let their guard down, he's going to attack and take them out. That's what he's trying to do. And so he has a little role. He's just acting like I'm all alone. And stuff, and he's like, Orochimaru left me and everything. I didn't like his ways or anything like that. I couldn't deal with him anymore. He's just so evil, and I changed my ways and stuff. So he starts leaving like pictures of Orochimaru and him and stuff. It's like it was stupid. And so Rock Lee's like, okay, then let's just give him a chance. Let's give him a chance. And apparently you have to go through a test though, and this test apparently is like an internship to get into this whole show. Basically, you want to be a main character, go into this test and see what you can do. And there's a bunch of other characters there as well. Some characters we've actually seen from previous episodes before. And the thing is, basically what Rock Lee was saying is like, they didn't expect us to have a season, like having this season 2, let alone getting a season 3. They just want to ride our cocktails. But hey, let's see what happens. I'm like, wow, really? And so basically, then they end up getting a good 5 contestants in there. And so it's Kabuto, 3 other people, but Yeah, 3 other people, and then there was freaking Orochimaru. Orochimaru was actually in there as well. And Orochimaru had the same idea, basically, is to join their group. And so that's what they did. And I'm curious to how that happened, though. Like, did Orochimaru do the same exact story? Said, oh, I left Kabuto because he was too annoying or something. Or, I'm like, what made them possess them to let him go in here? But nonetheless, hey, they're going back and forth on each other. And the thing is, Orochimaru's actually doing really well with them because basically it's like an interview. And they have to basically do a bunch of gags, and Orochimaru was doing the perfect gags for them basically at the time because he's the thing is Kabuto was like very very serious and was like I don't know what to do. He's like yeah, I'm really good with ninjutsu, for instance. Like they asked like what are your ninjutsu? He's like, oh, I'm a good medical ninjutsu. And then Orochimaru was like, I got a good tail because it's just Orochimaru was doing good. Orochimaru was doing good until the end. And somehow Kabuto actually ends up winning this because Orochimaru did his skit, but then he's like, I don't understand this skit. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And then Kabuto does a punchline, and so they're like, oh wow, Tenten couldn't even do the punchline. She's like she's a punchline wizard, and she's like, what? I'm not a punchline wizard. Of course, pretty stupid though, but nonetheless, Kabuto won. He was like, yeah, face Orochimaru, I am better than you. And Orochimaru's like, yeah. I always thought you're better than me. The thing is, I wanted to push you so you can get out of my shadow. That's what I wanted you to do, So congratulations on winning, I'll see you next time. And so he walks away, and then he's like, wow. So you always knew this, and so he starts, getting all sad. Like, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, Orochimaru. Like, I don't know. I need you and stuff. And so he's like, I quit. Being with you guys. I was gonna attack you guys anyways and destroy you. And then Orochimaru was like, I got you. He's like, he totally trolled him. He totally trolled him. He's like, yeah, man, I made you say your plan right in front of them. Now they'll never join. They'll let you join. They're like, well, you trying to do the same thing. He's like, oh, don't put me on the bus, you freaking pinhead. And he's like, oh, you reptilian goon. And I was like, oh, they just start going after each other. It was funny. So Tenten knocked them out of there. And that's how the episode ends right there. So it was just, it was stupid. I actually really enjoyed that part. It was just them going back at each other. Freaking a pinhead, really Orochimaru gonna call Kabuto a pinhead? But yeah, so next episode, yeah, there's like some Power Rangers still going on there, and Neji look like a pink Power Ranger. Like he look at all girlish and stuff. Like, come on, like why do you keep wearing good girl stuff? He's wearing girl stuff in this too. You can't. Let him be a man. Let him be a man. Yeah. But yeah, so that next episode looks pretty interesting. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that is. So yeah, like this review, subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more, and comment below. Tell me what you think of this episode. What was your favorite moment of this episode, or favorite part of the episode? And yeah, so it's been the Thabreakmasta, and until then, break out.